Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cooks by Carrie. If you're new here, I'm Carrie, and for today's video, I'm sharing how to make these delicious white chocolate chip Lucky Charms cookies. These cookies were fairly simple to make and were definitely pretty good. Alrighty, let's get into the video. For today's recipe, it is from eatdrinklove.com, and what you're going to need is some light brown sugar, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, unsalted butter, eggs, some of the Lucky Charms cereal separated from the marshmallows, some all-purpose flour, some baking soda, a little bit of cornstarch, some salt, now some Lucky Charms marshmallows, and some white chocolate chips. Most of these ingredients you're probably going to have on hand. Maybe the Lucky Charms is the only thing you're going to have to get from the grocery store. The first step for this recipe is to grab a large bowl and cream together your butter and sugars. This did take me a second because you want to make sure that it is all creamed together and that there are no clumps of butter left, because they'll just stay there and that would not be very fun to take a bite of a cookie and have a clump of butter in there. So even if it is a little bit annoying to mix for that long, you really just should. Also, I'm pretty sure you could use a stand mixer for this with the paddle attachment. I just went with my handheld mixer because I thought it was easier. Now, to my creamed butter mixture, I'm going to add my vanilla extract and my eggs. I'm adding my eggs both at once, and then I'm mixing until completely combined. Also, you saw at the beginning of this clip, before I began mixing my mixture, I did have an eggshell in that I just had to quickly remove. So if this is the case for you, that's completely fine. Just try and get it out. In between mixes, I'm also taking time to scrape down my bowl to make sure that everything is getting mixed together and there are no bits of the original butter mixture at the bottom. Now, using a blender or a food processor, you are going to take your Lucky Charms cereal and blend it up until it's a fine powder, almost like a flour. This didn't take very long for me, and I'm sorry it's not the greatest shot here of what you're seeing, but you can kind of just see that I put it on pulse on my blender. I'm just using a NutriBowl, but use any blender or food processor you have, and I'm just pulverizing it until it is a powder. Now, to my butter or wet mixture, I'm adding my flour, my Lucky Charms powder, or whatever you want to call it, baking soda, cornstarch, and salt, and I am mixing until just combined. You want to be careful when you're mixing it because since, even though I had a large bowl, since this is a lot of dry ingredients, you might want to just add them one at a time, or just be careful when mixing so that you don't have like a huge explosion of all the ingredients going everywhere. Now I have my cookie dough all ready, and I'm going to add in my mix-ins. So I'm adding in the marshmallows and the white chocolate chips. Now, for this recipe, we are going to put the dough in the refrigerator for quite a long time. And I noticed that while in the refrigerator, the marshmallows kind of got a little bit deformed. So this recipe uses 1 cup of Lucky Charms marshmallows. I would recommend putting half a cup of the marshmallows into the batter like this, and then saving half the cup for right before you put the cookies in the oven. That way, when you take them out of the oven and they're all cooked, you still see those full marshmallows on the top. That is what I think you should do, but you can do whatever you like. If you don't really care, like mine, you couldn't really tell that they were Lucky Charms. You just saw some pops of color. If you don't really care, then you can just do what I did here. Alrighty, now that my dough's all done, I'm going to go ahead and cover it. You can do this with plastic wrap, tin foil, or just a lid, and placing it in the fridge for 2 hours. Yes, I did just say 2 hours. I read the recipe, reread it just now, and it said that this is to make the cookies more thick. Now, I didn't really feel like my cookies got that thick, and I don't really think this step was necessary, but if you want to do it, go ahead, but I'd say maybe just bake them right away, but you can do whatever you feel like. Also, if you like read the recipe, there are some more tips and tricks, so I don't know. But for me, I think it would have been just fine to not refrigerate them. Okay, so now it has been 2 hours, and then you also have to let your cookie dough sit out for 10 minutes. I think it's to get a little softer, so I don't really know why the point of the fridge was, but anyway. So, I've got my cookie dough out, and I'm grabbing a tray, and I'm using a cookie scoop to scoop all my cookies out. I repeated this for all my cookies, and I got about 34 cookies. The recipe said it made 24, so I'm thinking that maybe the cookies are supposed to be a little bit bigger than when I made them, but you can make them however big as you want. And I'm just repeating this until all my dough is used. If you're watching this part of the clip, I want to know, do you guys want to see more fun recipes like this? Because I do a mix of healthy and just some fun recipes on here, and this one is a fun one. So I want to know, like, do you like the fun recipes, or do you like the healthy ones, or what do you want to see more of? Do you want to see more savory, more sweet? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very interested. Or anything you want me to try out, or anything like that. Let me know. Now it is time to put the cookies in the oven. I forgot to mention, you need to preheat your oven to 350 after you take the cookies out from them been chilling. So you chill them for 2 hours, then you preheat your oven, then you take the cookies out, let them sit out for 10 minutes, and then you pop them in the oven after you've rolled them. And these are what they looked like, and I was pretty happy with them. I thought they looked pretty cute. Now, before I continue with this video, please subscribe, like, comment down below, turn that notification bell on, and share this video with a friend. I have a goal of 100 subscribers, so if you could please help me with that, that would be greatly appreciated. Alrighty, let me show you the end result of these beautiful cookies. Now, it has been about 15 minutes, I think, and the recipe said to bake them for, I think, 12 to 14. It's been like 15 or 16 minutes. And I'm taking my cookies out, and I was pretty happy with them. There is one broken because I had to, double check, see if they're cooked. However, I do think I cooked my cookies a bit too long. All ovens vary. My oven is very weird, so I don't really know, but I do think I overbaked them a little bit. You want them to just be golden brown on the bottom, and I think it's okay if they look a little bit doughy because they will cook as they cool. You don't want them to get super hard, and mine did get a little bit harder. But my oven is really weird, so maybe just do what you normally do for when you bake cookies. So here they are in all their glory. They were really, really good. They reminded me of just a white chocolate chip cookie with Lucky Charms. Really liked the flavor. Mine did not look as pretty as the photo on this recipe's website. However, they were really good, and so I definitely recommend trying them out, especially if you really like Lucky Charms like me. Alrighty guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to do all those fun YouTube things that I mentioned a little bit before in the video. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at cooksbycary. I post lots of fun photos of the food I cook. And as always, I will see you on Friday for a Foodie Friday video. Alrighty, bye guys.